guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be reviewing on the new Viseart Petit Fours. So these are the new ones that just came out in the Viseart collection. I was eagerly waiting for it to come to Beautylish, and when it finally come to Beautylish, I quickly purchased the 3 palettes. So I didn't purchase the last palette, which is the garnet. I will insert a picture over here. That is because I think for Asian, red looks not so pretty on the eye. It will give us a look like as if we are crying, and the eye will look very swollen. So I don't usually like red on my lids. So these are the ones I picked up. This is the one in Peridot. So this is how it looks like on the inside. There's a protective little cover, and you can see these 4 colors over here. So there isn't a mirror attached. It's just this 4 little colors over here. But it's alright. I think it's really very travel friendly. I like this kind of petite size. And next, the other one is this, the Lapis. So same thing. This is how it looks like. So these are the 4 colors over here. And lastly, I have the other one. This one is in Bullion. So this looks like a black packaging with some pretty design. And here, these are the 4 colors. So let me just quickly swatch all these colors, and I will show you in my arm swatches how they look like. So this is the swatches for this Peridot palette. So this one is the first matte shade, and next we have this khaki kind of green, and then we have this gorgeous dark green. It is more of a smoky green color. And lastly, we have this nice minty green over here. So these are the 4 colors of the Peridot palette. So next, I'm going to swatch this palette over here. This is the Lapis Palette. So we have the first color over here. This is a shimmery coppery shade, and then we have a light blue, minty icy blue color. You can see how gorgeous this is. Next, we have like a matte beige color. This looks like more like my skin color, so it isn't showing as much. So this is the color over here. And lastly, we have this dark blue over here. So these are the 4 colors of the Lapis palette. So next we have this palette over here. This is the Bouillon palette. So I'm going to firstly swatch the first color. That is a shimmery golden color. And this one is the next color. See how pigmented is this? So this is a nice rich golden color. How gorgeous. And lastly, we have the black. This is a very nice black formula. So first up, I'm going to go into this color over here for my crease shade. Next up, I'm going to take this blue color here, this vibrant blue, and I'm going to pop this near the center of my lid. So this is a nice blue shimmery color. I think I'm going to bring this color to near the tip, the outer corner of my eye too. Just to give this eye a more blue look. And next, I'm going to use the lighter blue shimmery shade near the inner part of my eye. So this is like icy cool blue color. Let me blend it more. I'm now going to bring some of this color to the bottom of my inner corner too. And then next, I'm going to take this dark blue color again and put it at the lower lash line. And then lastly, I'm going to use this shimmery coppery shade near the outer corner of my lid to give it more colors and an added dimension. So there isn't a dark matte brown in this color story over here. I will prefer it to have a dark matte brown so I can blend this look more a little bit. I like my outer corners to be darker, but this is still a very nice shade. So I'm going to go in with this dark blue again and blend it up more at the center. So this is how it looks like. So I'm going to quickly add in liner and mascara, and I will be back with this eye look. So this is the completed eye look after some liner and mascara. Next, we'll be going into this palette over here, the green one, which is called the Peridot. And first I'm going to take this color over here as the crease shade. Next, I'm going to take the darker green over here and put it near the center part of my lid. This is a very nice green shade. And then next, I will take this lighter green and put it near the inner corner of my eye. So I'm just going to use the other side of the brush. So this is a nice minty kind of green, which I really like. I'm going to take some of that same color and put it near the bottom of my inner corner. And then next, I'm going to take this color again, this dark green, and place it more at the lower part of my outer lash line. You can see this green over here, so gorgeous. And lastly, I'm going to take this shade over here, more like a khaki kind of green, and place it near the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to bring this down to the bottom part of my outer corner too, to give it more depth. So let me quickly add on some liner and mascara, and I'll be back with the completed eye look for this. So this is how it looks like after some liner and mascara. So just take a look at both these eye looks. They are really gorgeous. I really love blues and greens on my eyes. So I'm really glad I picked these two palettes out. So now let's go in ahead with the last quad. So next up, we will be going into this Bouillon palette. I'm going to take this shade as my crease shade, as there are no matte crease shade available. This is a very nice color for a crease. So next, I'm going to take this golden color over here, this yellow color, and put it at the center part of my lid. Wow, this is a very gorgeous color. I really love the color. I'm going to put more on. And next, I'm going to take the lightest color, this color here, and put it at the inner corner of my eye. Going to bring some of this to the lower part of my inner corner. Wow, nice shimmery shape. I'm going to just put a little bit more of this near the center part of my lid to blend this in more. Next, I'm going to go again into this color that I put on the crease just now at my lower lash line, more towards the center part of my lower lash line. And lastly, we are going to go into this black, matte black here, and I'm going to put this at the outer corner of my eye to deepen out the look. So same thing, I'm going to bring this black to the lower corner of my outer lash line. Wow, this does bring a lot of dimension to the color. Here I have a black streak here. I'm just going to go in and blend with the previous golden shade. So this looks much better. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go in ahead, finish up the other eye, put on some liner and mascara, and I will be right back. The completed eye look using the Bouillon palette. It is so gorgeous, easy and understated. So now I would like to compare this palette with the Marc Jacobs Extravagance palette. So I have this palette over here. I do believe that this palette is actually out of stock already. So this is the palette in Extravagance, and this is how it looks like. I do think the color stories are very similar. So this is my Bouillon palette. So you can see how we have the black, the gold, and then this color over here compared to this, and this color is a matte color and this color is a shimmery color, but the color story is all more or less there, only except the whiter shade, which is this being a shimmery color and this being a matte. So if you already have this Marc Jacobs palette, I believe you do not need this Bouillon one, but I do think it's very handy if you want to travel with this compared to this Marc Jacobs palette, which seems more fragile. You can also compare it to the Huda Beauty Jaguar palette. So it does have some similar colors, particularly the black and this gold here, and maybe this matte shade over here. This is a matte shade, and you can compare to this lighter color over here, which is a shimmer instead of a matte. So you have these three colors. The gold, I would say, is a bit different. This is more muted compared to this gold, which is much more vibrant, as you can see. So they do have somewhat the same color story as well, but you do get more shades in the Huda Beauty's palette. So now we are going to compare the Peridot palette and the Lapis palette to the newer Viseart release, which is the Viseart. So this is how it looks like. The top two are the quartz, the Peridot and the Lapis. So you can see the blues are not really that similar. So this is obviously much more a vibrant blue. This is a much more muted down blue. And we have an icy blue over here, which we don't have in the Viseart palette. Some of the matte color looks roughly the same, and with this shimmery color as well, but we do not have an exact color in this Viseart palette. And comparing the greens, in camera it looks similar, but when I bring it nearer, you can see these are two different shades of green. So this is much more of a brighter green color, and this green here is actually much more muted. And we have this apple green shade, which we do not have in this Viseart palette. So this matte color here though looks very similar to this, and we do not have the khaki green color in this Viseart palette as well. So this is just a rough comparison. So if you want to buy a Viseart palette, I will still suggest you buying this, because you do get a mix of blue and green. You can create a variety of looks. But if you are looking for something that is really travel friendly, something small, then I will recommend these little Petit Fours. So in conclusion, I really like the Petit Fours, especially the new ones in this current collection, because the colors are also vibrant and they are really very travel friendly, and they are so effortless in the application. You do not need to think of a color story. You can just quickly apply them on the eye and get a very gorgeous and seamless look. So that's it for my video today. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and do comment down below which is your favorite Petit Four, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye guys!